What's up, folks? Live in the ATL. You're in the TTC, baby. Sunday, March Madness, man. Look, there's a reason why they call the NCAA basketball tournament March fucking Madness. Funny thing about it is, if you watch college basketball a lot, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do, during the preseason in IT, you know, when the non-conference games are going on, you don't really see that many upsets. Most of the big teams dominate the little teams, and some of the matchups are matchups that you see in March Madness. But for some reason, when March Madness comes around and the lights go on and the stage comes on for the Thursday, starting that Thursday in late March, things just tend to happen. I mean, you can look at Villanova, who barely got by Robert Morris, should have lost that game in the first round. They get knocked off by St. Mary's. Northern Iowa upsets #1 Kansas, and there's an interesting part to that one, which I'll make in a second. Washington beat New Mexico. Don't know. I think I'm missing a few more sort of 12-5 upsets, but Vanderbilt goes down to Murray State. It's just wow. And that leads me to the next one today. The hat got to represent Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech men's basketball team, second round, playing Ohio State Buckeyes. I think it's like 230-250 in the Midwest region. Tech beat Oklahoma State in the first game. Didn't see the game because I was working, but I was so glad we won. I was sweating it out all night waiting for my phone calls. Nobody called until I called at like 11. I was like, shit. But I get to watch the game today. We're having a birthday party here at the house, and I got the game on. Right now I got the early game, the Gonzaga-Syracuse. Syracuse is up by 15 or 16 at halftime, something like that right now. But Georgia Tech, the key, you know, with Kansas losing in the Midwest region, I mean, my bracket's kind of decombobulated right now. I don't have the time or the patience to really look at it, but I know I picked Kansas to go to the championship game. And of course they're not going. They lose to Northern Iowa. I saw the ending of that game. It was very exciting. I came back. For all who don't know, you can go to cbssportsline.com and watch all the games live, free, and you can watch them on the replay. Just click the media players on the game where it says highlights, and click the game, click where it says full game video, and just watch it again. That's what I did. But it's interesting because the Midwest region is the toughest region in the tournament, and with Kansas going down, it's open. I mean, I had Georgia Tech losing in the Sweet 16 to Kansas, and I believe it was Sweet 16, something like that. And with them losing, it's open. And Ohio State, I don't know much about Ohio State. From the previews that I saw in the video, they got some quick guys on there, great perimeter shooters. But for Georgia Tech, I mean, Georgia Tech's, you know, Derek Favors, Donnie Lawal, two big men, big guys. And then we got some good outside shooters, Terry Shumpert, Brian Oliver Jr., he's the son of Brian Oliver, who played for Georgia Tech in the 90s with Dennis Scott and Kenny Anderson, known as Lethal Weapon 3, the team that went all the way to the championship game and lost to UNLV. I mean, the Final Four game and lost to UNLV that year, 1990, I believe it was. And Glenn Rice Jr., NBA fans know Glenn Rice, starred with the Miami Heat and played for the University of Michigan. So we got a lot of talent on the team. We're very big. I think we're a lot bigger than Ohio State. My only concern is inconsistent play. Georgia Tech is not the best free throw shooting team, but we did go 24-25 against Oklahoma State, which was key. It kind of surprised me. I expected it to miss every time they shot, but Georgia Tech will win this ball game if they utilize their inside and play 48 minutes. I know it's an old cliche, but Georgia Tech goes into lapses of 7-8 minutes sometimes, but they don't do anything. They just turn the ball over and inbounds the ball. So if Ohio State chooses to check out some of the video and start zoning on Tech, they got to find a way to make the quick pass 1-1-1. You know, to get it out to your guards, and you know, because zone is kind of hard to get inside. So I just want to box out, rebound. I just want to play a good ball game. You know, win or lose, I want Georgia Tech to be competitive. I don't want them to give the ball game away. If they lose the game, I can, you know, as depressing as it is, I can handle that. I just don't want them to give it away with stupidity. You know, just go out there. You know, you're one of the top teams in the country. That's why you're in the NCAA tournament. A lot of people didn't pick you to beat Oklahoma State. I mean, you're a 10 seed. Ohio State's a 2 seed. But anything's possible. Ohio State can be beaten. They're not undefeated. Kansas, look what happened with them. They're the #1 seed in the country. Look what, and they're gone. So a lot of the upset. So just play your game. That's all I'm going to say. Play your game, Georgia Tech. So, and take care of business. So 250 is game time on that one. I also want to give some love to the Lady Georgia Bulldogs. They won their NCAA women's tournament game last night. It was a late game. I got back with a few minutes left. They beat Tulane in the ball game. They're going to the second round, and ironically, they're playing Oklahoma State. Funny, your men's team plays Oklahoma State. Women's team, Georgia, plays Oklahoma State. So go Dogs. Let's take care of it. Let's kick some Okie State ass for the second time. Georgia Tech women play today. I think it's a 7:30 game. I do not remember off the top of my head who they play, but I know it's like 7:30. Hawks play tonight at 8 o'clock at home against the Spurs. 44-24. Let's get this win, get this number 3 seed, keep the momentum going. And Calgary plays tonight, the Flames, my hockey team, so against at Minnesota. So it's a full day for me, the party and the sports. And go Jackets, man. What more can you say? Live in the ATL. It's not tape. It's not Memorex. It's in my new home, and I love it. Live in the ATL. Peace.